This is one-on-one session with the ForumIAS founder and director Ayush Sinha. In this session, students are asked questions to test their preparedness for the personality test. One-on-one sessions are not mock panel sessions.
May I come in, sir?
Yes, please come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Sameer.
Yes, sir.
C. Sameer Raja. Wonderful. So, Sameer, as far as I can see, from your DAF, you are from Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, sir. Kurnool.
Wonderful. And you have done Electronics and Communication Engineering from NIT Warangal.
Yes, sir.
And your hobbies are reading English translation of Indian vernacular literature.
True, sir.
And resistance training.
Yes, sir.
Which vernacular literature do you read? Telugu literature? Do you read English, Hindi literature? Which language translation do you read?
Sir, until now I have read 9 Indian languages. I wish to
English?
read. Yes, sir, in English. Because Telugu and English are the only languages which I know to read. So,
Wonderful. So, which work you think impressed you the most? Which is the closest book or piece of story that you have read?
sir, actually the interest of reading this Indian vernacular literature has come from reading a particular book. The name of the book is Written in Tears. It's written in Assamese language by Arupa Patangya Kalita. It is a collection of short stories. It is translated into English by Ranjita Vishwas. So it represents the situation of everyday normal people in the Assam region. So when I first read that book, I was opened up to a entirely different perspective of how everyday people's stories are, how normal people's lives are, especially in the conflict region. So
What conflict does it talk about?
Sir, in the background of Assam the conflict in the Assam since 1970s, the movement
What
of...
was the Assam Accord?
Sir, Assam Accord was signed between Assam Students Union and the government.
Which Prime Minister was it?
Sorry, sir, I'm not exactly...
That is okay. But whatever you know, you tell me. Feel confident.
Yes.
You are right. Between the government, what was the purpose of it?
I'm not exactly recollecting the specifics.
Do you know the spirit of the Assam Accord? What was the purpose? Why were the Assamese indulging in violence?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to...
They're indulging in violence because they felt that outsiders had been granted citizenship. So Citizenship Amendments Acts. How many ways can Indians get citizenship?
Sir, Indian citizenship can be...
By birth?
Yes, sir, it is by birth and by naturalization and by staying in India for a certain amount of time, or even by legislation on part of the government as seen in the Citizenship Amendment Act.
Or through the Assam Accord. Assam Accord is also one additional way not given in the constitution through which we can get citizenship. Read about it.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Sameer, you are from Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Did the bifurcation of Andhra and Telangana separation of subsequent benefit Andhra Pradesh, or was it a disadvantage to Andhra?
Sir, mainly after the bifurcation, Andhra Pradesh has lost one of its key revenue center, which is Hyderabad, to Telangana. And also Andhra Pradesh has been without a capital for approximately 10 years now. So, however, since bifurcation was inevitable and it has happened, Andhra Pradesh took it as an opportunity in order to move forward in the growth and development.
All right. Now, there is very good amount of competition between Telangana and Andhra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, basically, the capital city, Hyderabad, it went to Telangana. Imagine if the capital city of Hyderabad was divided between the two states, then it would resemble a certain state capital, which around, if you say 30 years from now, in fact a little before than that, had to face similar bifurcation. Are you aware which state capital I'm talking about?
Sir, is it Chandigarh between Punjab and Haryana?
No. So here, Hyderabad is geographically located within which state?
It is entirely in Telangana.
Chandigarh is not having that situation. But there is a national capital of a certain country in Europe where it was divided between two blocks.
Sir, is it Berlin between
That is correct.
West Germany?
So, Sameer, Andhra Pradesh was once rising as the cyber capital of India.
Yes, sir.
But suddenly, Bangalore has been able to maintain its leadership. So, what went wrong as in divided the movement of industries, IT industries? Is it happening to Hyderabad still, or has it stopped and there is a continuous accumulation of these IT industries in Bangalore itself? What has happened?
Sir, as far as I know, Bangalore has started as the Silicon Valley capital of India, and it has certain first mover advantage in terms of establishment of certain IT companies, for example, Infosys. However, Hyderabad caught up to Bangalore, especially after 1990s, after liberalization, whereas IT exports from Hyderabad were hardly less than 1 crore in 1990s. But with the respect of government policies in 1990s as well as in 2000s, the IT exports from Hyderabad have grown massively, and they are in terms of thousands of crores today. And even many of the companies, for example, Amazon has its largest center outside USA in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad has become very attractive destination in terms of attracting IT companies, and also not just IT companies, it has ventured into even manufacturing, attracting even other manufacturing companies. For example, recently Foxconn has announced setting up of its manufacturing facility near Hyderabad.
Tell me 3 challenges before Andhra as a state.
Sir, the first challenge of Andhra Pradesh as a new state would be to develop infrastructure in the new state, especially because it has many natural advantages. To leverage all these natural advantages, it needs robust infrastructure. That is the first key challenge which I see. And the second challenge is to provide employment opportunities to its massive human resources. Approximately 70% of Andhra Pradesh's population is in the working age, and Andhra Pradesh needs to provide employment to these human resource.
Right. Which river separates the boundary between Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka?
Sir, Krishna River passes through border of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh.
Krishna or
Tungabhadra as well.
That's okay. All right. Do you think the time is ripe in our country to bring in uniform civil code?
Sir, I don't think it is the time is ripe to bring in uniform civil code. However, there should be efforts towards removing the aspects of personal laws which are inimical or which are not in the interests of larger public, or a particular section.
What is your opinion on live-in relationships?
Sir, live-in relationships are guided by one's individual choice, and even the Supreme Court has accorded recognition of live-in relationships.
So you are in favor of live-in relationships?
Yes, sir, I am.
What is your motivation for joining the civil services?
Sir, since childhood, I've always been interested to work in a sector which can create impact on the people. So that is what motivated me to opt for civil services.
What qualities do you think you have that will make you a good civil servant?
Sir, the first major quality which I see is a discipline, and the second quality in me is the integrity. So these two qualities which
discipline and integrity.
Yes, sir.
Discipline is essential for civil servants?
Yes, sir, it is.
Why it is important?
So discipline helps a civil servant in dispensing his or her functions effectively. For example, creating a timeline or executing functions in timeline.
All right, your interview is over.